Hey, what's up, everybody? Doing some coaching today. Got a player in the Elena Discord who wanted a little bit of help, so doing some match review and giving them some suggestions on how to improve their game. Let's go.
All right. First of all, jury feed enjoyer. There's probably a reason you're stuck down here because you're a sick bastard. Remember what my controls are here? Okay. All right. Oops. To increase the speed, I go like this. Okay, so hold on. Already, right off the bat, the jump's good. Definitely don't want to confirm with this immediately because obviously you can get smoked. Let's actually slow this down a little bit. Yeah, okay. All right, already we have this jump into kind of a mindless confirm here. Not the jump in button we want to go to. And also, I want to turn down Street Fighter just a little bit. Okay. Looks like we're trying to play neutral. Big on the jumps. Yeah, this is tough. I mean, if you're going to jump, you got to be ready to confirm it for sure. And you got the hit here. I guess we'll talk about some options you can go into here in a second, but getting this jump is so important to make it pay, for sure. Okay. Went into a fake combo, but it worked out. Didn't finish the combo, but that's okay. There we go. I like that combo. Well, I like the start of it. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of jumping so far. Let's see what the defensive option is. Yeah, busting out there is fine. Sure. Slide's okay. Good throw. All right, cool. I have a feeling if you end up losing this game, it's because your opponent's going to realize how much you're jumping. Let's take a look. Okay. Got hit there. Just holding down, it looks like, instead of blocking. Trying to bust out. Yeah, you're looking a little twitchy. Like just kind of inputting stuff without reacting to what your opponent's doing. This is fine. It happens. Yeah. You seem pretty intent on not blocking. Yeah, and that's going to kill, right? Yeah. Okay. A lot of parry there. A lot of bust out. Nice. That's a good jump. Nice. Just need to finish this combo. Here, if you can confirm that she's standing, this is fine. Otherwise, I think going into crouch medium punch will be better. I can show you some routes for that. Here, confirming into this is good, but you need to go... Oh, it looks like you tried to go into heavy horn, but you didn't finish the input. You started pressing the button on down, forward, heavy kick. You can see over here. That would have made a big difference in this round. You want to be careful with these stand shorts. Because they're actually -4. You'll see here, if she just presses crouch jab, she actually punish counters you. So they're fine to throw out at a certain distance, but right here, I know this opponent doesn't know this, but in general, this is punishable. Right? Yeah. Can't confirm anything off that. Opponent doesn't know that that's minus. Okay. Yep. Good punish. Yeah, here, I mean, it's really about the combos, I think, so far. Okay. This is a matchup thing, but I'm sure you could have punished this. Let's see what the frame data was. Yeah, here -8. You're definitely in range to crouch medium punch here, for sure. Yeah, bummer. Okay. All right. Let me pull up one note, and let's talk about some stuff. Just based on this first one, we'll keep doing this. Add page. Not now. That's fine. Okay, this is Splexy. We'll throw, what do we got here? 7-2, 25. Oops. Match one is Aki. And just a couple of quick things to note here. First of all, dropping combos. So the specific ones that we need to work on are off crouch, medium punch, drive rush. The other one was, auto confirming stand medium punch target combo. And then just knowing what to do on jump ins. Okay, other than dropping combos, we have a lot of jumping. We have a lot of active defense, which is fine. You probably pushed a little bit too much this time. Was there anything else in this game that I noticed? Oh, and then just be careful with stand short, stand light kick. Okay, cool. All right, let's go to the next one. We'll watch a couple and then based on what I see, because, you know, you are leveling up a little bit here. Got a perfect on the Akuma player. Let's see how that goes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nice. Instant DP. And you're playing leverless. Look at the input. Boom. Right? Or maybe you just accidentally hit up, or maybe that's SOCD. Anyways, great instant anti-air. That's awesome. Okay. Again? Yes. 2 for 2. That's what I'm talking about. 3 for 3? What's going on here? Okay. Okay. It looks like you want to be full screen. I don't know if that's just to try to kind of goad him into jumping, but sure, these pokes are fine. When you get a little bit better, people can interrupt this and react to it. So as they see you roll, a good player will just like crouching medium punch here and kind of blow you up for it and get counter hit, but this is fine. Nice. Were you trying to crosscut here, I wonder? Let's see. I can speed this up a little bit. Yeah, it looks like you were holding back and then tried to go the other way. Yeah. Or maybe you're just trying to jab either way. Okay, combo, let's see. Yep. Nice. Good combo. Okay. Again, you're giving him so much space here, which isn't the worst thing if you think your opponent's just going to make mistakes. Okay, we see that active defense again, but first time that's happened. And then here, if you're going to overhead off drive rush, you might as well just confirm it. You don't need to do the second one. Because if you don't, you're just +6 at this moment, and you get to do stand medium kick. So you probably missed out on maybe 1,500 damage in a good setup. No problem. Yep, no problem. This happens. It's all good. Good DP. Your DPs are really good. Yep, he's shown sweep a couple times, and you're just trying to walk out of that space that you're feeling uncomfortable with. So we'll talk about that. Some spaces you just unfortunately need to sit. Nice. Nice. Dude, those DPs are like instant. And it looks like you're not doing SOCD, but it's a great DP input. Yep, I like it. Okay, no problem. What'd you try to do there? It looks like you tried to bust out again. Yeah. Looks like you were trying to EXDP. So we'll talk about how to get those more consistently too. There is a trick in this game for them, but looks like you're using that option a lot. Oh, yeah, no reaction. You could have. I think there's a chance you actually could kill him off this DP, maybe. Is that true? Actually, maybe not. Let's see. Oh, he's dead. He's definitely dead. Hold on. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. That's why. Gosh, dang it. Okay, this is it. Hold on. I forgot what I was doing. Yeah, he's dead. Wow. Okay. All right. So you could have killed him off that, but that's cool. And player control. I only mention that because Elena's damage is so much higher than people realize, and like there are times all the time where you can kill. Like there, for sure, you could have killed. Let's see what you were trying to go into. Were you trying to drive rush? Yes. It looks like you were trying to drive rush, but didn't have it. Of course, you could have killed here just with anything, even if you're doing that route. Like this might even get it done. Yeah. So you could have killed with any super here by going into super or going into special move into super, or I don't know, messing with him with roll stuff. So knowing when you can kill is I think pretty important. Like you'll win and lose a bunch of matches because of that. So, I mean, you outplayed this guy for the most part. Obviously, a lot of issues there. The bust out happens again. Okay, so for Akuma, the Akuma match. First thing is just, first of all, great anti-airs consistently. The second thing is, it looks like you want to be full screen, or you're trying to be, which can be good. But, like, what's the game plan? What are you trying to accomplish, I think, would be my question. Okay. And then knowing kill routes will win you games. Oh, and then still with that active defense. And specifically, I'll show you how to get consistent wake up reversals. Because you messed up a couple. I don't think these are always the best call. And in fact, I think you're doing them way too much. However, I'll show you if you're going to do them, how to get them more consistently. Was there anything else that I saw there? Oh, and one thing is just buttons in neutral. We'll talk about that. Okay, one more. Oh, wait, is this? Yes, this is a different Akuma player. All right. Nice. Nice. Okay, cool. Now he's burned out, which is awesome. Slow down just a little bit. That's unfortunate. What was the sequence here? You were trying to walk up throw off of some situation. Let's see what it was. Okay, he EXDPs you. Oh, and then you try to walk up throw. Yeah, he's got Oki there for sure. He's plus. Yeah, trying to parry there. It's a bit of a bummer. Again, risky defensive option. Nice. Okay, do we have the combo? Okay, this time we do. That's great. Nice. Okay, sweep. Throw. Man, this guy is mashing buttons. Yeah, that's tough. Let's see it again. All right, if you're going to jump in here, what I'm thinking about is even if he blocks this, I can probably chip him out. Like, there's probably an option here that if he doesn't DP this, like, you will be able to guarantee kill him. I know you're going for throw, which would definitely kill, but if you go into an option that will chip, that would also kill him here. So just something to keep in mind. Like with your 1 meter, even if he doesn't block this, or even if he does block this, excuse me, you can do like stand medium kick into like something. Yeah, that worked out pretty good. Anyways, no big deal. It's not about playing perfect, but just be conscious of the chip situation. He feels all this pressure on him, and there are like safe, frame tight chip strings you could do there. Okay, that was a little nuts. He's hit you with that a couple times. Something to keep in mind. Yep, unfortunate, but that's okay. Then why did you get hit here? Let's see. You were trying to hold up. Oh, you were just preemptively worried about the command grab again. All right, so he's really low on drive meter. You have a lot of drive meter. This guy clearly likes to be aggressive. On this wake up, I'm curious what your choice is. I think my choice might be do nothing like delay throw tech, or perhaps like, I don't know, drive reversal is totally fine here. Let's see what you do. It looks like you were trying to wake up level 2 and it didn't come out. So again, I'll show you how to fix that. But as you can see, it wouldn't have worked, right? He was ready for your kind of wake up option. Okay? Yeah. Okay, do we have a combo? Nice. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Um, Again, I'm curious if you could have killed there or not. But you had a couple good ideas, right? You got the stand jab. You just have to go into something. Okay, why? Him doing this is crazy, by the way. If you just do nothing, like, wait. Okay, if we do nothing here, and he does this, like, we get crazy combos, right? Like, look at the damage we get if he chooses this crazy option like this and he does nothing. With no meter, by the way, you have full meter. He's at like, 40%. So once you see that once you see that your opponent's doing that once, we should be ready to punish stuff like that for sure. Okay, let's go back. He calls out the jump, which is crazy, but whatever. There, what were you trying to do on wake up? It looks like you just weren't blocking here. And then at the last minute, it looks like you were trying to parry. When you're parrying, for sure, we want to be holding back the whole time because we can be blocking and parrying at the same time. Okay. By the way, against the other Akuma, you sat full screen and waited for him to make mistakes. Against this Akuma, you keep jumping. You just keep kind of going forward towards him. Yep, again, this is just him kind of doing stuff and you running right into it. And here you're dead. Okay. All right. So against the third or the second Akuma, for sure, just jumping too much. I think that active defense again is kind of getting you into trouble. So I'll show you some other things to think about. And then just dropping combos, being meter inefficient. Okay, I think this is it. Okay, so what are the things that are going to be most helpful to you immediately? First of all, we need to have some new combo routes. So I'll show you just a couple simple ones that can help in certain situations. The other thing is guaranteeing reversals on knockdown. I'll show you how to do that. And then your anti-airs are really good. So do less stuff. And these are the things that we're going to talk about. All right, first of all, let's get into training mode and talk about some combo routing. The couple combo routes that we need to have are jump-ins. A couple times you made the right move but didn't know how to follow it up. So twice I think you jumped in, got the hit, did not confirm the hit. Actually, you like jump heavy kick, which is totally fine. And then you just like did something. So notably here, you are plus 13, plus 15, right? Even if you do it early, plus 14. All of these should be able to go into Crutch Heavy Punch, which is 9-frame startup. So on your jump ins, I'd be looking for this. And then, of course, into Heavy Scythe. Right? You can do this for no meter, right? No meter, you get a pretty good deal. So sometimes, though, it's a little too far. Like if you're here, this will whiff. So the really safe kind of thing to do, because this is the worst case scenario, right? Where they just block all that and you just die. So the really safe thing to do from any range is Crouch Medium Punch, right? That's always going to work. And then if you have the meter to spend, I think you're comfortable with this route, it looks like. If you have the 3 bars to spend. If you don't have the 3 bars to spend, there's not actually that much you can do. Just this medium scythe here is one option. Another option, if you're comfortable with it, is to DP. This is good damage, you just don't get as good of Oki. And then the scary option is Rhino Horn. But of course, if my opponent's crouching, then it goes over them, and I'm minus 35. They get the craziest punish of their life. So one thing that I might practice, or just kind of think about, is if you're really on top of them close, heavy punches, or crouching heavy punch is the way to go. Right? You get all sorts of good stuff on that. You know, whatever you want. And if you're a little bit further, doing something like this. The other combo route is, it seems like every time you're trying to confirm this into Drive Rush, so that you can get into something like this. Let me show you that even if I do like an optimal combo here, like, what would it be? Like this? This, for example, does 2,756 damage. If I just use 2 bars instead and confirm it with EX Horn, I get actually more damage for less meter. So I'm going to show that again. If I do EX Horn, I can go into Uppercut, and I get more damage for less meter. And you still get a lot of corner carry. So that's something I would do. If you don't have the meter to spend, you can confirm this like this. Or, you know, whatever you want. DP. And then don't forget that these also go into Super. The big problem, though, that happened a couple times, if they're crouching and you're just doing this, you're minus 24 at the end of this. And obviously Drive Rush doesn't come out, nothing happens. So I really wouldn't use this as like my overall confirm, like ever, or my poke. I think switching to Crouch Medium Punch is going to be a lot better. And for a couple reasons. This is 8 frames, this is 8 frames. But this button is just too scary. Like, if they whiff it, if you whiff it, you're minus 24. If they block it, you're minus 10. They can punish you. Like, it's just really hard to confirm. It's a really good button for, I think this works. Like, if you want to use it in Drive Rush strings, you can do that. But I think just like as a go-to button, I think you're using this too much. It carries too much risk. If you go with this, you can buffer it into this, or, you know, whatever you want. Okay, so I would say stop using this so much, especially in jump-in situations, because at your level, especially when someone's missing your jump-in, sometimes it's because they're crouching, right? They just don't react with an anti-air at all, and then you're losing here, if that makes sense. So instead, we go like this, or we go like this. And then, you know, if you want, you can like do this into roll, you know, into overhead or whatever. Okay, so the routes that you should focus on is when you get a jump in, making sure you get this cancel. That was another thing. You missed this cancel a couple times. Which, makes sense. One thing that I recommend is when you're doing this cancel, hold down the kick button like way longer than you think. Like instead of just inputting it and releasing the button, hold down that heavy kick button. So like you'll see that on my inputs, I am holding down my kick here for like 60 frames. I mean, you don't have to do it for that long, but hold it until the animation starts. Instead of just letting it go and tapping it, if you hold it, the game will keep registering it. So you'll see I'm holding it for like a long period of time. So just holding down that back kick. One, I don't know if you're playing on stick or pad or leverless or whatever, but by like sticking the back input with the kick at the same time and then holding it down, you won't have this problem. Like you just won't miss it. And sometimes I miss it if I just try to tap it. And the reason for that is this hits twice, and if you do it too early, it won't come out. But if you hold it, then it will just do it on the first available frame. If that makes sense. Okay, so when you're practicing this combo, I would just hold down that heavy kick, and you might want to practice it like this, right here, like just get into a combo route that like loops that, right? So maybe, oops, I did that wrong. I did it wrong again. What is it? This? Yeah, right. And just practice that combo. One final notes about the combos. We talked about jump-ins and stuff. Your combos look good. Your DP punish was really, really good. You should just practice these combos every single day. Like every day, like just practice whatever combos you like to use. If you need more combo advice, I do have a little YouTube video with some combos. Look, I'm dropping this one. I was playing Ryu all day yesterday, so my Elena is not good right now, but just literally practice them on both sides, so that you don't mess these up in the game. So like do this 100, not 100 times, maybe 5 times on each side. Right. And just do it on each side, maybe 5 times for each one of your combos. And I would write down like which combos am I practicing. So for me, I'm trying to get my light confirms, right? So I'm going to practice this, right? And then go into like medium confirms, right? Do those, and then like my drive rush confirms. And then the probably most important one to do is the punish counter confirms. Right. And just do those kind of over and over to make sure you don't drop them in the game. Okay, so that's the combo stuff I would do. Reversals on knockdowns. Okay, so if I have my opponents knock me down, so let's have them do a recording where they, let's actually go in the corner here, and he throws me. Oops. Nope. Okay. And you want to stop this situation. One thing that you can do is just mash DP, right? And if you mash it, sometimes you'll get it, sometimes you won't. You didn't really have this problem all that much, but like, I don't know, you're just like, if you're just like mashing to try and get it out on the first frame, sometimes you'll get it, but sometimes you'll get Rhino Horn, which has no invincibility. So my recommendation to you is when you are knocked down on the ground, input the DP like earlier than you think and just hold the button down. So as soon as I get knocked down, I'm going to input the DP, and then again, I'm holding this button down for like the entire frames of the wake up. And let me show you what happens when we do that. So as soon as I get knocked down, I'm inputting the DP. I'm actually doing it slightly early. Why is that not coming out? Hold on, let me look at my input really quick. Forward. Oh, I'm not pressing down because I'm an idiot. So as soon as I get knocked down, I'm holding that button. That I did it a little bit too early. And what's that doing? You'll see that I'm holding this button down the whole time. I'm holding it for 24 frames, and on the first available frame, the game is letting me do it. This also works with supers. So if I input like level 3, but you'll see I'm holding it for 23 frames. I'm not guessing when the wake up's happening. I'm just holding it. Again, I'm just holding that button down. And what that's doing for the game is it's saying as soon as you're able to act on the first frame that you're considered up, it's going to activate that for you. You like to do wake up level 2? Oops, I messed it up. I did it just a little early. My inputs are weird today. I apologize. Why did that come out? So as soon as it goes, because I'm holding down the super button, again, I'm holding it for multiple frames here. Just as soon as it's available, it comes out, which is a lot better than just buffering, you know, because sometimes you get stuff like that. Or sometimes you have to time it, right? Which works sometimes, right? But if you just do it calmly and hold down the button, you'll get it, like, way more consistently. This might be worth kind of even practicing, just like have them knock you down like this, and then just hold that EXDP button, right? Just hold it, and it'll come out more consistently. I do think that you use active defense a little bit too much. And what I mean by that is you're never trying to just block. Blocking's a fine thing to do in this game. And in fact, it gives you a lot of information about your opponent. So I just recommend before you start just immediately going to this option, just block, just crouch block, do nothing and see what happens. See if they want to throw, see if they want to spend too much meter trying to burn themselves out, see if they want to jump over you. Just block. Just spend some time just literally blocking like this and see what they do, you know, and then make your decision based on their actions first instead of always trying to push it with EXTP or whatever. Okay. And then the last thing is your anti-airs are really, really good. So I really like the way that you anti-aired that Akuma in the second match a lot. Because your anti-airs are so good, you know, you really don't need to do all this like stuff. Like this is a fine poke every once in a while. You know, like this works, but it's not all that reliable, to be honest with you. And you're kind of counting on your opponent not knowing what's going on. If instead you just hold this space, like wherever your opponent's biggest kind of button is, and what I mean by biggest button, like for Ryu, this is the one you probably want to look out for. Wherever it's outside of this space, like right here, where this is not hitting you, this is probably where you want to be. And you know, like just being full screen, you're not winning the game, you're not losing the game either. But if my opponent's just like walking back, you know, just giving me all this space, trying to be full screen, then I'm just walking them to the corner. And the corner is obviously just this really scary place to be, right? So if you notice your opponent's walking back, I recommend you keep a healthy amount of space so they can't like drive rush forward and hit you with low forward or something, but just kind of follow them. And then eventually what they're going to do is they're going to be like, oh no, I've been giving up too much space. And then they're going to jump. And so when they jump, you just be ready with your anti-air. You give space, give space, give space, and then anti-air them. So I think in that first Akuma match, you were like trying to get full screen because he was doing a bunch of crazy stuff. You can still put some pressure on him without doing anything, right? Without pressing any buttons, without doing anything, just waiting for him to walk back, and then punishing him for it. So I think just utilizing your anti-airs and being calm with those is really good. And then of course the problem is the other thing that he can do is walk back and then drive rush. And so you know, you have to be ready for this option too if you're following him. You know, so he's walking back. And see, Rhino Horn is not even the right option here. You know, so just being ready for this is good. And then really to practice, I would set up both of these things. That's what I want, probably something like that. Or maybe you stand medium kick. Yeah, that's better. So as you follow an opponent towards the corner, they're going to start freaking out. And use anti-arm or check drive rush. And if you can do those two things, you'll beat everybody. Okay. All right. So the three things that I was work on, if I was you, is just doing those combos every single day. Make a list of the ones that you want. If you need more combos, you know, figure those out in the Discord or whatever. The second thing is just holding the button down when you're waking up on offense, or I mean on defense. And even though I think you should do this a little bit less, just holding it is probably the best thing to do. And the last thing is your anti-airs are so good, you don't have to do very much. Like your opponent will make mistakes. So especially if they're walking away from you full screen, wait to anti-air them or check them with whatever button you want.